Paradoxical. With two meanings that don't make sense together. The paradoxical nature of success is that it often comes after failure. It is paradoxical how the simplest solutions are often the most effective. The paradoxical truth is that sometimes we have to lose in order to win. Compelling. Having a powerful and irresistible effect. The story was so compelling that I could not put the book down. The interview was so compelling that it revealed new insights. The captain of the debate team presented a compelling argument. Relentless. Determined to do something and refuses to give up. The athlete's relentless focus and discipline made him a champion. The storm was relentless, causing widespread damage and destruction. The hiker's relentless determination allowed him to reach the summit. Seductive. Having alluring or tempting qualities. The seductive scent of the candles created a romantic ambience. The devil is often portrayed as a seductive and alluring character. The seductive power of money can corrupt even the most honest person. Profound. Felt very strongly or in an extreme way. Deep thinking can lead to profound insights and understanding. The outcome of World War II had a profound impact on the world. Latin philosophy has had a profound impact on Western thought. Extraordinary. Very unusual, special, unexpected, or strange. The museum displayed an extraordinary collection of ancient artifacts. The expedition led to the discovery of an extraordinary species of plant. The author's ability to create vivid worlds in her stories was extraordinary. Hospitality. The friendly reception of guests or strangers. The tea ceremony in China is a symbol of respect and hospitality. The hospitality industry helps us have a good time when we go out. Some nations' economy is mainly driven by tourism and hospitality. Legendary. Remarkable enough to be famous, very well known. Robin Hood is a legendary hero known for his bravery and generosity. The legendary football coach led our team to multiple championships. The fans came together to offer tribute to the legendary musician. Laconic. Using very few words to express something. The message was laconic, but it was enough to get the point across. If he had been laconic in his response, it would be more professional. The instructions for the assignment were laconic and easy to follow. Undermine. To gradually weaken or destroy something. Not being patient can undermine your ability to solve problems. Negative self-talk can undermine your confidence and self-esteem. Consuming too much sugar can undermine health and lead to obesity. Meticulous. Very careful and with great attention to detail. The book is a product of extensive research and meticulous writing. The mission's success was attributed to meticulous planning and execution. The data cleaning process was meticulous, but it ensured accurate results. Rejuvenate. Make someone look or feel young and energetic. Spending time in nature can amplify energy and rejuvenate the mind. Listening to your favorite music can rejuvenate your mood instantly. A good night's sleep can refresh and rejuvenate your energy levels. Appealing. Evoking or attracting interest, desire, curiosity. The minor change in the design made the product more appealing. The teacher's teaching materials were engaging and visually appealing. The figurative language in the advertisement made it more appealing. Versatile. Able to do many different things. Galen was one of the most versatile and accomplished writers of his age. We are taught to be versatile writers so we can write in a variety of genres. The company hired versatile employees who could perform various duties. Legitimate. Allowed according to rules or laws. The company's profits are legitimate and earned through hard work. The scientist conducted a legitimate experiment to test their hypothesis. The artist's work is legitimate and recognized by the art community. Pragmatic. A solution that takes a realistic approach. Being pragmatic means being able to adapt to changing circumstances. The pragmatic approach to the budget was to cut unnecessary expenses. Pragmatic people are good at making decisions based on facts and evidence. Sanguine. Cheerful and confident about the future. Despite the challenges, she remained sanguine about the outcome. The team's sanguine approach to the game led to a decisive victory. His sanguine personality made him a natural leader in times of crisis. Provocative. Causing anger or strong reaction, especially deliberately. The social media post was provocative and sparked a heated discussion. The documentary was provocative and shed light on a controversial issue. The debate had a provocative topic that sparked passionate arguments. Delicate. Easily broken or damaged, physically weak, fragile. Most of the items in the box are delicate and should be handled with care. The delicate flower was broken at the stem during the first storm of the season. The berries were so delicate that they crushed under the slightest bit of pressure. Docile. Easy to manage or discipline, submissive. The child was docile, so the teacher had an easy time teaching him. Religion has been accused of keeping people docile and naive. She was a docile employee, so her boss gave her more responsibilities. Ridiculous. Unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at. The amount of debt college students accumulate is just ridiculous. The judge laughed out of court at the defendant's ridiculous excuse. He tried to make a serious point, but it came out insane and ridiculous. Enigma. Thing that is mysterious and difficult to understand. Some clue to this enigma might be found by asking a lot of questions. The psychiatrist found her patient's behavior to be something of an enigma. Much research is still to be done to resolve the enigma of learning styles. Consensus. A generally accepted opinion, wide agreement. The board of directors was divided, and no consensus was reached. The consensus among the engineers was that the design was flawed. The committee was able to reach a consensus after much discussion. Dilemma. A situation when we have to make a difficult choice. The ethical dilemma can interfere during the decision-making process. The solution to the dilemma may involve weighing the pros and cons. They were deeply troubled and disturbed about the undefined dilemma. Debunk. To debunk something is to prove it wrong. It's important to debunk false information before sharing it with others. The research team worked hard to debunk the theory that the Earth is flat. The book was written to debunk the notion that all religions are the same. Effortless. Requiring no physical or mental exertion. The best actors are able to make their performances seem effortless. The basketball player makes scoring long-range shots look effortless. The speediness of the internet connection made browsing effortless. Euphoria. A feeling of extreme happiness or confidence. Winning the championship made the entire team shine with euphoria. The audience took in euphoria as they watched the fireworks display. The hiker swam in euphoria as he reached the summit of the mountain. Revolutionary. Bringing about a big or important change. The technology is a revolutionary combination of hardware and software. The revolutionary concept of renewable energy has gained global attention. The invention of the light bulb was a revolutionary moment in science. Sensational. Causing great public interest and excitement. The sensational artwork on display at the museum was breathtaking. The sensational fashion show displayed the latest trends in the industry. The media often exaggerates the facts to create sensational headlines. Shocking. Very surprising, upsetting, and difficult to believe. Subsequent investigation into the matter revealed shocking details. The shocking discovery of the hidden treasure left everyone in awe. The crime occurred in broad daylight, shocking the entire neighborhood. Alarming. Involving or causing danger or risk. The environmental impact of plastic waste in our oceans is alarming. Chest pain is alarming because it associates with the heart attack. The river was evaporating at an alarming rate due to the drought. Excruciating. Causing great pain or anguish, unpleasant to experience. The venom above the jellyfish's tentacles can cause excruciating pain. The patient was afflicted throughout his recovery with excruciating pain. He had excruciating pain and became fatally ill but eventually recovered. Pristine. Perfect condition, completely clean, fresh, and neat. The pristine beach turned into ugliness as pollution washed ashore. The unexposed side of the mountain remained pristine and untouched. The snow under the evergreen trees remained untouched and pristine. Adoration. Very strong love or worship for someone. The adoration between the couple was palpable as they exchanged vows. The artist's adoration for nature was reflected in his stunning paintings. The reader's adoration for books was reflected in her extensive library. Aesthetic. Relating to the enjoyment or study of beauty. Endoscopic surgery is one of the newest aesthetic surgery techniques. He invented his own aesthetic, his own symbol, and his own style of music. Students must be inculcated with an aesthetic vision along with technique. Lucrative. Producing or paying a large amount of money. The athlete signed a lucrative endorsement deal with a sports brand. The mining industry can be very lucrative for miners and geologists. Some people turn to gambling as a way to make a lucrative income. Ingenious. Something is genuine, having an authentic approach. His ingenious approach to problem-solving yielded unexpected results. The ingenious way he approached the problem surprised his colleagues. The artist's ingenious interpretation of the subject matter was refreshing. Ambivalent. Having two opposing feelings at the same time. I am ambivalent about taking a gap year before starting college. The patient had an ambivalent reaction to the medical procedure. The historian was ambivalent about the accuracy of the information. Audacious. Willingness to take surprisingly bold risks. An audacious experiment can lead to groundbreaking discoveries. The team made an audacious move despite the opposition's strength. An audacious investment can lead to significant financial gains. Devastating. Causing a lot of damage or destruction. The disease outbreak had a devastating impact on global supply chains. The news of the plane crash was devastating to the families of the victims. The economic recession had a devastating impact on the housing market. Glamorous. Attractive or appealing in an exotic or exciting way. Being glamorous is about feeling like the best version of yourself. The fashion show was indeed glamorous, the models looked stunning. The red carpet at the award ceremony made the event feel glamorous. Dogmatic. To follow a set of rules no matter what. The religious leaders' dogmatic teachings were followed by many. The philosophers' dogmatic beliefs were not universally accepted. The scientists' dogmatic theories were later proven to be incorrect. Obscure. Not clearly expressed or easily understood. The language had an obscure grammar rule that was hard to learn. The meaning of the poem was obscure with metaphors and symbolism. The math problem had an obscure formula that was hard to remember. Culminate. Reach a climax or point of highest development. The long hours of practice will culminate in a flawless performance. The investigation will culminate with the identification of the culprit. The years of hard work will culminate in a successful business venture. Mitigate. Make something less severe or less unpleasant. Washing your hands frequently can help mitigate the risk of getting sick. Conserving forests can help mitigate the impacts of natural disasters. Insurance policies help mitigate the risk of loss in case of accidents. Diligent. Constant in effort to accomplish something. The lifeguard kept a diligent watch over the swimmers at the beach. The success of the project was due to the team's diligent task work. The students deserve a break on account of their diligent studying. Standpoint. Thought about or considered point of view. Let us look into the matter at hand from a more objective standpoint. The essay prompt asks you to postulate from a theoretical standpoint. Expecting the goal from a realistic standpoint ensures achievable targets. Vehement. Expressing very strong feelings or force. The team captain displayed a vehement determination to win the game. The victim's family demanded vehement punishment for the perpetrator. The parents expressed their vehement concern for their child's safety. Adamant. Unwilling to change an opinion or decision. The boss was adamant that the project be completed by the deadline. She was adamant that she would not compromise on her principles. The athlete was adamant about maintaining a strict training regimen. Abnormal. Someone or something that is strange and unusual. The amount of energy used by the appliance was abnormal and costly. The biologist observed an abnormal mutation in the animal's DNA. Cancer is a disease that causes abnormal cells to grow and spread. Epitome. Typical or highest example of a stated quality. Mahatma Gandhi was remembered as an epitome of peace and harmony. The luxurious mansion with its grandeur was the epitome of prestige. Richard Mille clocks and watches are the epitome of style and high precision. Oblivion. State of not being aware of what is happening. If you do not continue to learn, your knowledge will fade to oblivion. The stock market crash caused many investors to plunge into oblivion. He used meditation as a way to repress oblivion and find inner peace. Compassion. Strong feelings of sympathy for people or animals. According to the record, the serial killer showed no compassion for his victims. The amount of compassion shown by the nurse was notable to the patient. The old lady was known as a hard woman with no compassion and no emotion. Isolation. The near or complete lack of social contact. Because of its geographical isolation, the area developed its own unique culture. I believe that languages are a vehicle for communication rather than for isolation. The worst prisoners are placed in isolation so they cannot hurt other inmates. Picturesque. Strikingly graphic, creating detailed mental images. The Bay of Naples is surrounded by picturesque towns and villages. The blue against the green meadows created a picturesque landscape. The view of the countryside from the train window was picturesque. Eloquence. Quality of delivering a clear, strong message. John Milton's poetic style is known for its eloquence and grandeur. The remarkableness of her eloquence made her a persuasive speaker. The writer's eloquence in using words made the story come to life. Luminous. Producing or reflecting bright light. The luminous flux of a full moon is enough to illuminate a dark night. The luminous intensity of a laser beam can be harmful to the eyes. The luminous flux of a star cluster creates a spectacular view of the night sky. Enchanting. Those are very attractive or charming. The couple was under the enchanting magic of the romantic sunset. The woodsy fragrance of pine trees made the forest smell enchanting. The enchanting beauty of the sunset over the ocean was breathtaking. Plethora. A large or excessive amount of something. The art department has a plethora of supplies for students to use. The plethora of rules and regulations is both contradictory and confusing. The Writing Center offers a plethora of writing resources for students. Symphony. A long piece of music for an orchestra. The different sounds blend underneath the melody of the symphony. The episode was so well crafted, it was like watching a symphony. The conductor carefully guided the orchestra through the symphony. Zeal. Eagerness and ardent interest in something. The explorer traveled with a zeal for adventure and discovery. His zeal for history led him to read many books on the subject. The entrepreneur worked with zeal and built a successful business. Identical. Things that are identical are exactly the same. The two plants are identical with the same species and characteristics. Epigenetics can explain why identical twins can have different traits. The two products were almost identical and therefore exchangeable. Speculation. The contemplation or consideration of some subject. The weather forecast was based on scientific data, not speculation. The speculation surrounding the celebrity's death is overwhelming. It is important to base decisions on facts rather than speculation. Pivotal. Vital because other things depend on it. The company's decision was pivotal in shaping the future of the industry. The dedication of the volunteers was pivotal in the success of the event. Adaptability is pivotal in adjusting to new environments and challenges. Hypothesis. A proposed explanation for a phenomenon. The theoretical framework is useful for generating new hypotheses. The two scientific theories have similar hypotheses and experiments. Empirical research is crucial for validating theories and hypotheses. Dearth. Condition of not having enough of something. The dearth of natural resources has led to conflicts between countries. The dearth of volunteers made it difficult to organize the charity event. Many rural areas are often in a dearth of quality healthcare facilities. Confess. To admit that you have done something wrong. It is better to confess everything now than to be caught lying later. The suspect was asked to confess, but he continued to claim innocence. You need to confess about your struggles with anxiety and depression. Abolish. To end an activity or custom officially. The government is working to abolish discrimination based on gender. The student body should abolish the use of hate speech on campus. Our collective goal should be to abolish injustice in all its forms.